We have a John Roberts sighting.
Yes, I'm so
Report the
excited.
police.
Hello, John Roberts.
Hey, been a while.
I know, it's been so long.
You guys doing well?
Pretty good, I'd say. I went for a walk yesterday and then I was like halfway through my walk and then a large thunderstorm started, so then I got completely soaking wet. But other than that, yeah, thriving.
It's been raining like every day here, but I think it's about to stop.
I think we're about to get a lot of rain. John Roberts, are you still in Atlanta? Wait, did you finish yet? School? Or do you
What are you
like,
doing?
Yeah, I just finished this last semester. I've been
okay.
working at a meat shop over the summer.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Gonna be at med school in about a little less than a month. Looking
Oh,
forward to
that's so
that.
exciting. Where are you going?
Um, Mercer Med School over in Columbus. They just have a new extension over there. I think that's the first class over in the Columbus. They have
Yeah,
yeah, Augustus and Macon. I think, or Augusta, sorry, and Macon. I think Macon's their main campus, but yeah, I think Columbus would be
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, my younger sister, she goes to Mercer, like main campus. And then I know one of her former roommates now goes to the Atlanta campus for nursing. So I didn't know they were opening up a Columbus one. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, I got a good apartment there. I'm looking forward to being up there.
Yeah, my friend, actually one of my friends is from Columbus and apparently they have a cool like whitewater rafting place. So I
Yeah, I
should
heard
check
about
that
that
out.
too. Someone was talking about that. I'll have to try that out.
Yeah, I don't know much else about Columbus though. Wait, so do you know what you want to specialize in yet?
Oh, no, not yet. If nothing else, if I had to pick, it might be like my dad does, eye surgeries.
Oh,
He has
that's
his own
really cool.
practice. He's like, well, you can take over if you like, I guess. Hard to
That
turn
would be
that
pretty
down,
neat.
but yeah, I'm gonna see what I like though when I go into med school. I'm not going in with my, mind set on that.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Well, that is awesome. I like, wow, that's so cool.
thanks. I'm glad to just be done with my summer job, honestly, soon. It's
Yeah.
been stressful working like 50 plus hour work weeks.
Wow. What all did they have you doing for the meat shop? Like, did you have to like skin
It's
stuff?
kind of, have you ever been to M&T down in Middle Georgia, M&T Meat Shop? I know a lot of
No, I
people
haven't
travel
been
for a
down there.
long distance. It's kind of like a premium meat shop. They'll get you to what I'm doing is I'm up in the front, like helping customers, preparing meat and stuff, cutting fancy steak. But
Oh, okay.
God, if the days aren't long, we're understaffed as hell. Like we have half the people we should have.
Yikes.
But yeah, I mean it's been fun though. It's just fulfilling to work there.
Mm-hmm.
What
So
what
you
have you
said you're
been up to
done?
lately?
Well,
Oh yeah, yeah. I have a couple weeks left and I'll be out.
oh,
But
okay.
yeah.
Gotcha. Just a couple more weeks. Yeah, I'm in grad school. I still go to tech. I just was virtual all of last year. Um, Now I'm gonna finish up in December. But yeah, I've been working on my master's, so I'm working as a graduate research assistant and taking some classes. Only a couple more classes left and I'll be done.
What's your master's in?
Mechanical engineering, like specifically thermal systems, kind of fun stuff like that.
Okay. What do you see yourself doing?
Ideally, I want to get into energy, specifically like sustainable energy. Yes, Daniel, I'll come work for you. Um,
They're
although
probably hiring next summer.
I don't know if I want to move up to New York.
You could
It's
work it for
cold.
a different plant.
That's true.
Work at
But
Vogel.
also, I'm graduating in December,
Vogel
so
might be hiring in January. I don't know.
we'll see if Bogle is up and running enough that they
They
need
have
me.
other, it's not just the new one. There's like other, like you
True.
could easily work there. Bunch of reactors.
Is it time for the intro?
This is the Experience podcast with me and someone else. Someone.
I'll go first. All right, it's Elizabeth.
John
You
and
guys
Daniel
probably haven't.
Silverstein.
Yeah, I'm here. I was gonna say you guys probably haven't spoken to each other in like a year and a half.
I know it like literally was since like basketball band or marching band.
Which I
Yeah,
guess
that
I
was
didn't
probably it.
realize.
That band. Yeah.
Yeah, I cannot find. Oh, here we go. Trying to get Elizabeth a job here. You guys hash out.
Okay, we'll just let Daniel get me a job then.
Working on it here.
All right. Yeah, I have been thinking about consulting as well, because like I could do consulting work for various companies. But I don't know. I'm starting the official job search soon, which is exciting and scary.
John has 10 years of his life he's never gonna get back.
Yeah. They'll be great after that, though. It's an investment. It's a time
Yeah,
investment.
of course. Of
Yeah.
course.
Med school's 4 years, right? And then 3-ish
Yeah,
years of
then you gotta do
residency?
residency. Yeah, it's like on the job training, except you already kind of know what's going on. It's just like, you're under someone. At least you're getting paid at that point.
Right.
Decent
And that'll
salary.
be like 50, 60-hour work weeks, won't it? Like working in the hospitals?
It varies. I know they used to be really just soul crushing hours before, but they've started upping regulations, just because of dangers of overworking people, who are
Yeah.
having people's lives put in their hands. It's like they're trying to be a little more careful about that than like in the
Oh,
time my
yeah.
dad's talking about.
Yeah,
So
don't
yeah, I
really
bet I
want to
can
sleep
handle it. I'll just
deprived.
have to struggle through it.
I'm sure you'll do great. Maybe one day when I go blind, I'm slowly going blind. You can
Oh
fix my
yeah?
eyeballs. I mean, both my parents have like horrible vision. Um, like since they were like less than 10 years old, and somehow my sister and I have managed to not have bad vision. But they like took me to the eye doctor once and they were like, eventually your eyesight's gonna go and you're gonna need glasses. So I have readers right now, so in case my computer gets fuzzy.
Oh yeah. Are you
So I'm
farsighted?
farsighted. Yeah, I'm farsighted.
Yeah,
Just like a little bit farsighted, but
me too.
it's enough that I like to wear my glasses when I'm on the computer normally.
Yeah, a lot of times kids that are hyperopic like that, who are farsighted, they'll often have above average vision. Like instead of 20/20 vision, they'll have like 20/15 vision or something. I think I had that when I was in like
Yeah,
elementary school.
I did too. I
Cool.
was like 2016, I think. I don't think I was
Hmm.
2015 good, but I was like 2016. But yeah, now it's because when I went to the doctor's office, I was like, it's kind of blurry. And they were like, you still have 20/20 vision. And I was like, but it's kind of blurry. And they were like, okay, fine. We'll like look at it. And they gave me a prescription of like 0.25 or something like that.
Yeah. Do you have contacts too?
No, I just got glasses because they said I only need to wear them if I'm like reading or on my computer. So
Yeah.
don't have to wear them to drive. Don't need to wear them for any other activities. I don't know if I could actually ever get contacts. I'm kind of afraid of touching my eye.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the whole idea of contacts. I would hate them if I had to wear them. My dad sees so many people when they don't take them off overnight. It's like you have to have your eye, exposed to some air at some point.
Hmm.
You can't do it 24 hours a day. You'll screw them up, mess up your cornea, that kind of thing. Loads of issues.
Yeah. I also
I'd probably
have,
get glasses, honestly.
yeah, I think I also have astigmatism in one of my eyes, and I don't know if you can have contacts with that.
Yeah, that's like with well, they do make contacts for it. It's like
Oh,
but
okay.
you just have to have them special tailored. Like astigmatism's like how the front of your eye is like a kind of basketball shape. That little clear part
Yeah.
over your pupil. Astigmatism is when it's like football shaped and it's like in a certain direction.
Hmm.
So you have to have a contact like match that out and cancel it. It's kind of
Oh, gotcha.
interesting to me,
That is
all
cool.
these
It's like
weird things they do.
optics problems
Hmm.
from physics class.
John, will you be offering friends and family discounts on eye appointments?
Maybe.
He's got to pay off med school.
Yeah, it's During medical school, it should be pretty cheap for him then. Since he wouldn't actually be certified.
Yeah, when he's not actually a doctor yet,
Yeah. It's like,
licensed.
I took a class, so open up.
You gonna call me like once a year to maintain the relationship? You'd be like, hey, we're friends still. Give me a free
Yeah,
checkup.
exactly.
Take out my cataract. You'll be like 70 years old.
Oh man, I
Those
really
get
hope I never
expensive.
have to have that surgery.
Yeah.
That sounds scary.
Actually, though, it's not. They can get way worse than that. That cataract surgery is like 10 minutes, and you're still conscious. You just get like, sedated a bit, and you're numbed
Oh,
up. It's like, yeah, it's not nearly as bad as it sounds. I've seen my dad do a lot of them. You're just like in and out, boom.
wow, that's crazy. I didn't realize
Because
how quick it was.
one of my
Is it?
coworkers just got LASIK surgery. Like, yeah, he was like in and out. Like he was at work the next day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my mom got hers, and like they leave you conscious, and like
Yeah.
she like had like the glasses on, and then she like took them off to show me. There was like still like writing on her eyeball from like where they were like making like the marks on
Oh
like where
yeah,
the
yeah, those little
to
markers. Yeah. You gotta
I mean,
make
you
sure
don't
it's
you don't want to
super.
know exactly what happens in those surgeries, though.
Nah, it ain't too
no.
bad.
I
But yeah,
mean,
that's
it's
one thing though.
lasers
You have to
and
mark the eye, like mark which one, and where you need to adjust what, the axis of the adjustment because, you'll mess something up. I think that's a common thing in surgeries. You'll like someone needs something done with their right arm and then they'll have it done to their left arm if there's not enough checks, like you need something amputated and then, the doctors try and get you in and out and then that used to be a way bigger problem before they did all this stuff with checks and things. Now you have to stop and have everyone say, it's the left leg, correct? And they need this certain surgery done. Make everyone stop and say it.
that
Because
makes
just
sense. It would
imagine.
be horrible if they cut off your
Yeah.
wrong leg,
Are
then
you
you'd
getting
have
to
to
the
get.
administrative requirements or uh, practices, I should say, John? That's the
How's
part that
that?
you've been studying. Well, just how the surgery works.
Oh, well, I've just been shadowing, so I'm just seeing how the whole process looks. Because they try to get you to see what it's going to be actually like to be a doctor. So after a decade of schooling, you're not like instantly sure that you would hate doing it. Because it definitely is a struggle, especially with certain fields like internal medicine. You'll see so many different people with so many different problems. Like in a small town like this, you just work horrible hours because everyone's like relying on you.
Yeah, I'd hate to work horrible hours.
Yeah.
Uh,
Just gotta chuckle there for
this,
a second.
uh, Elizabeth, how is your school? Yeah, so you said your school's almost done. Are you ever
Yeah,
gonna leave Georgia Tech?
yes, in December when I'm leaving,
Are you sure?
at least for a little while.
Not everybody can say that. Most people seem to get trapped there.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty set on just finishing my master's and then going out into the workforce before I decide whether or not a PhD is right for me. Um, I mean, the two main reasons to get a PhD are you want to either teach and work in academia or you want to work in research, like a research position for like your job. And I
Oh,
know
yeah.
I'm pretty sure I don't want to do a research position, and I think academia would be cool, but I don't feel like it's my calling enough to commit to a PhD immediately before getting some
Yeah.
experience in
I feel
industry.
like you would be very bad at failing people.
Yeah, I would not want to fail people.
You'd be like,
I would be like,
they tried.
you can
B
have a
plus.
D.
I don't even think you would go that low.
Yeah, I know I'd feel bad giving someone a D because then they still have to retake the class. Yeah, but also I wouldn't want to pass someone who doesn't know anything. It's a moral dilemma.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like it would be tough for you.
That's very fair. Which is
Maybe
why
when
I'm
you're,
going into industry.
yeah, maybe when you're older and you've been beaten down by industry and
I
you have
actually
this
have
cool,
thought about that. And like not necessarily getting my PhD, but just going like my second career or third career retired to being a teacher. Teach high school physics or something.
high school physics.
Do you think I could teach middle schoolers or elementary schoolers? No,
Yeah, I don't think so.
That's gotta
I
take
don't
some
think that.
patience right there.
It takes very special people to teach elementary middle school, and I am not one of those people.
Yeah, me
Well, but
either.
also, yeah, you wouldn't be teaching physics. You'd be teaching something else.
Hmm. I mean, I have to
Something a
teach
little,
other things.
yeah, it'd be a
Yeah,
little more general. Maybe math. You could do math.
I think I could teach math. But yeah, I feel like I would probably teach math or physics. That's a better area of expertise for me.
I don't know. I feel like your
Oh,
last name suits like an elementary school teacher very well.
oh, Miss
Miss
Gilbert.
Gilbert. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's had a Miss Gilbert.
That is very true. I would. That does sound like I could be an elementary school teacher.
Yeah, everyone's had one. Comment in the chat.
Yeah,
People don't
reply to the podcast. Should I be an
Yep.
elementary school teacher instead?
Yeah, help her with her career choice.
Ooh, better yet, I'll just go get my master's in education immediately after graduating so that I can just never leave school. Except for Georgia Tech doesn't offer that, so
I was
go
gonna say,
somewhere
do
else.
they offer that?
No, I think there may be some kind of joint program you can do with like a different school through
With
Tech, but like
Georgia
you have to do
State?
it with your Tech degree. Yeah, it's probably with State.
Probably do it Georgia State University. Or you could just go there and do it.
Yeah, I'll say, or I mean, because I would have to do like another program at Tech, so I could do a joint MBA, Masters of Education. But then what would I need the MBA for? So,
Or when you're making a business about I don't know.
for when I'm,
For when you're flexing degrees against other people.
oh yeah, just for only for the
I have
purpose of
everything you
flexing
have,
my.
and I have this
It's
other degree.
it's for your bio on the school website or whatever.
Yep. How many degrees can I acquire? How many master's degrees?
It's not just how many it's how many master's degrees.
Yeah, because
Specifically just masters.
that would be kind of funny.
How many master's degrees equal a PhD? Or an MD, in the case of John.
Hmm. I mean, I don't know if a master's degree can equal an MD.
I'm saying how many do you have to add together?
Ooh. Do they
Is it like
offer master's degrees that would like break down the coursework of medical school?
I don't know. I do know that a lot of people do. They'll do like a dual program where they'll do an MD and a PhD in something else medical school related, but yeah, that's not for me. I guess that's for people more going into, research, like drug research and all that. That ain't for me at all. There's too much of a risk of stuff not like ever, being done, like no satisfaction. Like I just finished this process, like this was successful. I gotta have that, I think.
Wow,
To
that
be
Hmm.
got very
satisfied.
existential. I mean, you just said like, I mean, maybe not that, I guess nihilistic. Basically, you were
Well, no, I mean
suggesting that a lot of people's research is useless.
it's not bad. It's just there's a risk you have inconclusive results or it doesn't work out the way you thought it does, and it's like, oh well, dead end. Got to turn around, go back to the drawing table, do something completely different, and it's like,
Elizabeth,
That's why
if you,
I would hate that.
that's why research is a passion. That's why,
Yeah,
yeah, like you have to motivate yourself because research isn't always going to like fulfill your I need small goals to be achieved
right.
because sometimes results are inconclusive or you realize you didn't calibrate something or something breaks, something doesn't work the way you thought.
and
I've
your
enjoyed
whole
doing
life's
some
work
in
is
school,
useless.
but yeah, I couldn't do that my whole life. My dad was talking to me too about what he does, the other day, and it does kind of sink in. It's like, do you want to, are you the kind of person who can kind of just babysit a problem over the years, or are you the person who wants to have conclusive, results? Like I treated this problem this person had. Okay, this person's in and out. That's all they needed. There's that prescription for them, resolved completely, I
Yeah,
feel like that would be a
that
lot more
makes sense.
satisfying to me. What do y'all think? You think you
I
could
mean,
do research your whole life, Daniel?
I don't think so. I don't know. I feel like just sticking, well, I mean, you can switch around, but
Yeah. I guess you could do different topics and kind of move around a bit in areas of your expertise.
Yeah. But sticking with
Yeah.
one thing and it never amounting to anything can be not satisfactory.
Yeah. It just feels like it takes a really special kind of person to be able to commit to that.
Yeah. Definitely not my calling. At least
Yeah,
not right now.
struggles with commitment.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Don't roast me on the podcast, Daniel. I'm allegedly a high profile guest.
That's true. I got all these egos to manage.
What was your salary before this podcast? What did Daniel
What
give you?
was Elizabeth's salary?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I just do this. I don't get paid for this. I'm just here.
Don't tell John
Oh,
that he's making a lot of money.
He's going to medical school. He needs
That's
to
true.
make a lot of money.
He needs the money to pay for medical school.
Yep, and
Yeah,
then he
how's
can
that,
make
John? Are you gonna
more
be able
money
to?
afterwards.
Medical school's pretty expensive.
oh yeah. So
I
is
know.
being on the other end of like seeing a doctor though. So you make up that problem pretty quick. You make up the difference. Just takes a few years, yeah. I'm gonna have to take out loans though for sure. My dad's helping me a bit, but he's not gonna be like, a crutch for me. I'm gonna have to take care of this myself. Um, that'll be a lot of money. I mean, you're looking at several $100,000 for sure.
Yeah.
And then, maybe the salary is a couple 100,000 a year gross, but you gotta get a practice if you're not going, with a hospital. If you're doing a small business like my dad's doing, you gotta buy the practice, buy your new home, gotta do all that. You're not gonna have much net to contribute to that. I know a lot of those
Hmm.
doctors, they'll carry those loan debts a few decades of their life, even after they have the patients and everything. I do not like that aspect, but I'll have to get over it, I guess, because I can't see myself doing anything else but medicine, really.
Hmm.
What do y'all think, though? What do you think you would do differently, like a different field you would do if you couldn't do the field you're currently in?
I would either be a marine biologist or I would have gone the medical field route and gone to med school.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one for me.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't
Uh,
really think of an answer either. Only thing I can say is maybe something with computers, but I could not do that my whole life. Not that I can imagine.
Yeah, my dad, I mean, his whole career was in computer science and like, I mean, he loved it, but I just can't imagine coding every single day. I'm
Yeah.
also just not great at coding, so that's probably most of it.
Yeah, and I know that field seems to be getting like oversaturated with people. Like everyone has a CS degree, everyone has a job, with computers doing this particular thing, and it's like, only a handful of spots, and then everyone else is going to do like IT management, just dealing with bull crap every day for a tiny company or something. I would hate that.
Yeah, I don't think that would be super enjoyable. But yeah, FSU tried pretty hard to get me to go there. And I mean, obviously, I think I made my correct decision in going to tech, but if I had gone there, I would have
Hmm.
majored in something to be pre-med. So their engineering, I mean, I think it's a lot more developed now, but when I was going in as a freshman, it was still a joint program with FAMU. So I was like, well, I think I want engineering more. So I was like, I should go to Georgia Tech because that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah, maybe something in data science.
Like
Oh, really?
IE stuff or like analytics?
I guess, yeah, I guess it would be like analytics. I don't think I'm good enough at it or
My
know enough
uncle
about it.
did some like database management kind of oriented stuff for Porsche for a while.
That's
He had a
cool.
911 he drove around for a while because he got a kind of employee deal on it. That thing was cool. Go get those employee benefits. Go to one of those high end companies like that.
Yeah. Get that employee discount. Drive a nice car. What car would y'all get if you could just pick a car?
Ford Fusion. Okay.
That's what I drive right now. You know they discontinued the Ford Fusion. I
Did
don't
they
think
actually?
make it anymore.
Ford Fusion. No, it is. Yeah, it's gone. Why'd they get rid of it?
I don't know. I think they put something else in instead, or they just decided to focus on their other small car.
Maybe it's something they'll reintroduce later. I know that happened with that little pickup truck they had, the Ford Ranger. That wasn't made for a long time after, like, I think the 90s or something. Now they're making it again. I
Hmm.
guess it's room in the market for it now. Yeah, I would probably get if I didn't have to worry about like the maintenance and upkeep fees for it and insurance, get that Koenigsegg Regera R, one of those hyper cars. Those things are
Mm,
fancy as hell.
yeah. I kind of just want a Corvette or a Hellcat,
Oh
a
yeah.
purple Hellcat. I think that would just be so funny, just having a purple car.
Would you get those little neon lights under it too? So like when you drive at night, it looks like you're hovering. You know what I'm talking about? I forget what those are called. What are they?
I don't know. There's maybe like under bed lights, underbody lights, car body.
Under rocker lights?
I
Yeah.
don't know words for cars, but I know what you're
Yeah,
talking
me either.
about. Kind of makes it look like a spaceship.
Some of them are really well executed. I've seen that a couple times. People driving past me, and I'm like, huh, that's neat. Because I hate a lot of those car modifications, like those obnoxious paint jobs, with the wacky crap on the side.
Yeah.
Just got one, so I'll
What'd
have
you
to.
get,
What'd you get on
flames?
the side of your car, Daniel?
Yeah, I'll have to get rid of those flames on the side of my car. Now, here everyone drives trucks, so
In New York?
Because of the
you'd
snow.
have to. Yeah, just because of the snow, so I'd have to get a
Yeah.
truck to fit in. I get bullied because I don't have a truck.
You're probably getting better mileage by far anyway,
Well, yeah, but
when it's not snowing at least.
they also have boats. Maybe I should get a boat too. Like a little
What do you need a boat for?
to go on the lake,
Oh,
Sail the
oh,
high
yeah, I
seas.
guess.
sail the high seas.
We're gonna get like a little sailboat,
It wouldn't be a sailboat. It would be like
a
I don't
pontoon.
know, not a punt. I'm not a retired couple.
Get a pontoon. Get like a little motorboat so you can go fishing.
It would be probably a little bigger than that.
You
Big
could have some
motorboat.
like you could probably have some part-time like self-employed like being a pirate or something. Gotta do it in
Yeah.
the right areas.
A pirate. Well, I mean, a lot of
Yeah.
the people that I work with have like wakeboarding boats, things like that.
Oh, like ones to
Yeah,
pull
those probably aren't worth
wakeboards.
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are fun.
Elizabeth, if I
I've
had a
never
boat, wouldn't you
been.
come on it?
I would come.
Yeah, see?
I would trust you to pull me on a wakeboard or
I wouldn't trust that.
skis.
That must be cold up there too, huh? I would feel
Oh,
like that ups the stakes a bit if you're gonna fall into like ice cold water rather
you
than like, 60 degree down here.
you wouldn't go
This
in
is
the
true.
you wouldn't
I
go when
need
the
to get in the
water's
water
cold.
first.
And you would do it in January. When in the summer it's not
Well,
that
yeah,
cold.
but still,
The
I
lake's
imagine
fine.
it doesn't get very hot up there in New York though, does it?
It says it's like 85 degrees. It
Is
will
it?
be tomorrow. Today it's not. Today it's like 75, but
Wow. I didn't expect
it
that. I
gets
thought
like
it was
80s
It's
in the
only
warmer.
summer.
82 here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it gets like 80s in the summer.
Huh.
Anywhere along the East Coast gets pretty hot in the summer.
I guess it's because of the Gulf Stream or whatever.
I didn't study meteorology. Ocean, the
I'm
study of
probably
ocean
wrong. I probably
currents.
call it the wrong thing.
It's something. Yeah, so summers here are very nice. So take your boat on the lake. You bring adult beverages.
You bring your adult beverages out on the lake on your
Then you get pulled
pontoon,
over by the boat police, and then
On
you
your
have to give up your
pontoon.
license.
and then you wave at other people passing on their
On
pontoons
their
with their
pontoon.
adult beverages.
It's not all about pontoon. You
Nope,
know
it's
what? A
all about
pontoon would
pontoons.
probably be great.
Party pontoon.
What type
Get
of
like,
beverage would you bring?
I mean, I'm all about having my water with me, but if we're picking adult beverages, I'd probably pick Margs.
Hmm.
On the boat,
Or, or like a decent IPA.
you could bring that on the
Yeah,
boat. That's
IPAs would
easy
be
to.
nice.
Cause then if you like make like good margaritas, you have to like store them in something, and that might not be good for the boat. You have like a pitcher or something.
Yeah. Well, if you bring like, you could bring like a cooler, but I was
Yeah.
referencing like Sprite. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Well, I said water first.
So definitely need water. I got sunburn like a month ago.
That's
how would
gotta
water
suck.
prevent you from getting sunburned?
When I was out on the boat, I got sunburn.
So you need to bring sunscreen.
Well, I put it on, but once you get in the water, like it's almost like not, it's not as effective if you put on your sunscreen and then you jump in the water.
Well, yeah, you have to like let it dry a little bit,
You gotta, yeah, it's a whole,
and then you got
well,
to reapply more frequently because it
I-
washes off in the lake.
it's a whole thing.
Beginner mistake.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just started going outside, so for the first
Proud
time
of you.
ever. For the first time ever, so
Yep. Good
Kim's
stuff.
not used to that.
I had a swim meet, I'm putting that in air quotes, on Friday because it got rained out in event number 3. It was kind of sad. We like got there and then just like this massive downpour started. So we were all like huddling under those like sunshade umbrellas that don't actually prevent water from coming through. So we were all just like getting soaked. And then like it stopped raining and it was fine. And then like the meet started. And like they had like the women's medley relay, the men's medley relay, and then they were on the women's. So this is like adult summer league, and so it's just for fun. So they have 25s at some of the meets it's like all like adults. So it's like if you're 18 or if you're like 70, you can swim. And so they were doing the 25 free for women's, and we made it to heat 6. So like I was in the pool swimming my race, and then I got out and there was thunder and lightning, and they were like, well no, there was just thunder, and they were like, everybody out. And then there was lightning, like 20 minutes later, and they were like, everybody get out for real. We're calling the meet. It was sad.
You swam with a bunch of 7-year-olds?
Well, I mean, my heat, I was the youngest in my heat, but the oldest in my heat was 35.
Wow.
But yeah, no, there was this lady named Francine, and she was so fast. I was like, okay, ma'am.
Of course her name was Francine.
There were 2 Francines. They were in the same lane, one heat after the other.
Were they European or something?
No, they're just Francine. They're just older ladies. In their swimming prime.
That's their prime.
Oh, well, Francine, the first one who went, was really fast. She, like, won her whole heat.
Why wouldn't the Francines want to swim with other Francines? I guess is my question.
Well, I mean, it's seeded by age. So, one was probably older than the other. And then there were
Yeah,
enough people older that, like, they didn't get to swim at the same time.
but still, I don't know. You'd figure they'd have separate ones for those that are old enough to be called Francine.
Like, separate. Well, it's a separate heat. They didn't go at the same
I
time.
know
There's
that,
only
but like,
6
well,
lanes at
whatever.
once.
He's saying if
Oh,
you're
you mean
named
like a separate
Francine, you need
league?
to seek refuge with other people named Francine because it's just so uncomfortable.
Does Arthur still play on TV? There's a Francine on Arthur.
Does it still? I don't know if it still plays on TV.
It probably doesn't play on TV anymore.
You probably can't even find it on streaming. Let's see.
It feels weird thinking of old cartoons that you used to watch, and it's like they aren't even airing anymore. Nothing new. Haven't
It's
made anything for
available
like 10 years.
for free
Oh, it
on
is?
PBS Kids.
Oh, like Cyber Chase. That was a good one. That was on PBS Kids. I liked that one.
Cyber Chase is available to watch for free on CBS Kids. Also available on Amazon Prime Video.
I was scrolling on Netflix and there was this show called Coco Melon, and I was like, what is this? It was like a kid's show. It was like in like you know how they have like the top 10 for like that day or like whatever the top Netflix shows are right then. It was like number 6, and I was like scrolling through those to see if there's anything good to watch, and I was like,
Do
what on earth is Coco Melon?
do you
I did
usually
not.
scroll through like the top 10 kids shows?
No, it wasn't the top 10 kids shows. It was the top 10 things trending on Netflix.
Oh,
So it was like some like horror movie, Coco Melon, Twilight, because they recently put Twilight back on Netflix.
that comes on and off Netflix every month or
I
every
know.
other month.
Like they just put it back on for this month. And I was like, Twilight Marathon? And then all my friends were like, no.
As
It's so
expected.
it's so bad, but it's so good because it's so bad.
Is it good? Okay.
No, it's not good, but it's so bad that it's good because you watch it and you're like, why is everything blue? I don't know. We can just edit that part out.
We'll just, yeah, I'll cut that part out. John's speechless, so
Yeah, I'm just trying to process everything.
I'll
Uh,
taste.
I was gonna say blue is a nice color at least. What's your favorite color?
Pink. Wait,
Pink.
my favorite color is pink, but my favorite color to wear is blue. I wear a lot
No,
of
you,
blue.
you don't wear a lot of pink.
No. I do have like pink-ish shorts on today because they're just like some Nike shorts, but no, I don't wear a lot of pink. But I wear a lot
Why
of
is
blue.
why is that?
I don't know. I like blue. My high school was orange and navy, and Georgia Tech has navy as the tertiary color, so easy to wear a lot of navy. I have no better
Tertiary color.
explanation. I have no better explanation than that.
I think that's actually the majority of people. They like blue the best because I do too. Yeah, I think it has to do with when humans were more like ocean oriented or something. It was like the ocean was comforting for them or something. I can't remember what I read about that. It could be wrong, but
Oh man.
like
Well,
green, like you know the forests and stuff.
hmm
I think green and blue are the most popular favorite colors.
Because of the forest and the ocean,
Yeah,
from
as opposed to like the
where
desert where
we
you're gonna
come.
die or something. I don't know.
Oh, so that's why I like an orange or a yellow. Is it no?
Is yellow your favorite color, Daniel?
No. I think don't the colors have certain meanings too? Like red is power, things like that.
probably. But I feel like
You
depending on
talking
who
about
you
like
ask, it might have different meanings. Like, you know, people who are like, your aura is this color, which
Oh,
means
that's a whole
this.
other.
That's a different thing.
Yeah, aura
Different
people are
color
different.
definitions.
I know those flag colors are supposed to have definitions, right? They have certain meanings, like red meaning power, like you had said, or something like that. I forget. I knew a couple of them before.
Oh, like for country flags, when it's like,
Yeah,
our
yeah.
country's better than your country, so we're gonna put red in our flag.
Right, because we have courage and youthfulness. Like these colors mean that. You're expected to know.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
not
know
the
if there's
US.
some kind of like global convene where they decide what colors mean, but
That's what they do at the United Nations. They have meetings about color definitions.
they had a UN meeting like a century ago before the UN existed, and then
I looked up flag color meanings, and I found this meme, and it's of the
That's
German
good.
flag, and it says, black means work, red means work, yellow means work, Blue means humor. I think they're just trying to diss. Oh, here's one that says the Soviet flag stands for red, revolution; yellow, the power of the working class; blue, surviving the 20th century.
Just
That one,
surviving
that
20th
one,
century.
well, it's because they didn't survive to the 21st century because it was the USSR flag.
Well, too soon.
That was kind of funny. Oh, here we go. The U.S. flag, red represents hardiness and valor, blue represents vigilance and justice, and white represents purity and innocence.
Someone just made that up one day, right?
Oh, I'm sure. It was made by
Probably.
Pundit Cafe. So this
Pundit
is probably,
Cafe.
yeah. I'm going to their website to see what they do. It's Pundit. Their homepage says "Fun with flags. What do flags stand for? Significance and meaning."
If that's not clickbait, I don't know what is. All right, well, we'll let you have fun with those flags.
It's like Sheldon on Big Bang Theory. Fun with flags. It actually seemed like kind of a cool website. I was reading the People's Republic of China one when I closed it.
When Daniel shamed you into closing it.
Yes, when I
Go
was
ahead.
shamed into closing the web. No, I already
Go
closed
ahead,
it.
keep reading it.
I don't know how to go back to it. I closed
Oh,
it.
Control Shift T.
Actually,
Okay.
yes, that will open your most recently closed. Yeah.
Aha, it worked. I had to press the command button because I want a Mac.
Oh, right. Yeah, Mac, of course.
I don't know if. Okay, so
I hate
apparently
Macs. I hate them.
for China, red represents the Communist Revolution, the big star represents the Communist Party, and the four small stars represent the four social classes: working class, peasantry, urban bourgeoisie, and national bourgeoisie. I don't know if this is real.
Good to me.
Hmm. Let's see, Iceland. Red represents volcanoes, white represents snow and ice, blue represents the surrounding North Atlantic Ocean, and the cross represents Christianity. I feel like someone's just making this up.
No one would make that up.
Yeah, but why would our red represent something different than Iceland's red? Like, why can't our red represent volcanoes?
Because we don't have any.
We have Mount St.
Hawaii.
Helens.
Hawaii has volcanoes.
Well,
Yeah,
they made the flag before Hawaii, part of the country.
that's true.
They saw into the future. They're soothsayers.
They knew. They're like, someday we're getting Hawaii. Put the red in. We'll
Well,
figure it out
We're
later.
going to be ready for that.
the red could change to mean volcano because by the time like we finish the flag, 'cause we have 50 states now, and all 50 states are on the flag, like we could have the red represent our
But
volcano.
don't the stripes represent the 13 colonies?
Yeah, but the stripe could be a different color.
The stripes are red.
Well, they're red and white.
Okay, but
So
still.
the red color of the stripe could represent volcanoes. So are we gonna separate the 13 original colonies into red colonies and white colonies? Like,
Oh, this is getting a little too racist.
Yeah.
no, I mean it just could represent like the Civil War. Well, that's a little racist
It's,
too.
it's just the Civil War. There's nothing racist
It's
about
just,
it.
yeah. Fine. Can stand for valor.
Yeah, whatever the website says.
Volcanic valor.
All right, is there anything else you guys want to cover before we stop talking about flags?
I don't think I have anything else to say about flags.
That's it. All you got on flags.
Yeah, I think I'm done.
Okay.
Maybe I should just apologize for bringing up flags. That probably wasn't very interesting to listen to.